This is the Tee Time Golf Pass Tip of the Week, brought to you by Quick Fix Golf.
Hey there, golf fans. Darren DeMaile here at Quick Fix Golf. And at Quick Fix Golf, we want you to play better golf now. And are you struggling hitting the ball to the right or to the left, inconsistent with where your golf ball's going? Well, I've got a great tip today to help you with that. Did you know that your finish in the golf swing can have a direct relationship on where the ball goes? You know, a scientist would say that that's completely inaccurate. Once the ball is hit, there's nothing that you can do to influence where the ball goes. But as a golfer, we can't think that way. The ball is not the end. The ball just gets in the way of the swing, and the finish of the motion has a direct influence on where the golf ball goes. Okay, so here's a couple ideas on how you can influence where the golf ball's going after you've hit it. Okay, one is what I call the picture frame finish, and then the other is what I call point the club to the target. Okay, so if you're struggling hitting the golf ball to the right, you're going to want to point the golf club to the target. And I've got here an alignment stick that I've just put in the grip end of my golf club, the vent hole, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that underneath my left arm, and then I'm going to hit or make some swings where in my finish, I'm pointing the alignment stick to the target, to where I'm trying to go. Okay? And that's what helps me get my left arm to rotate more and to rehinge the golf club. You know, most people who are hitting it to the right are working the golf club this way and not this way. Okay, so if you can feel like you're pointing the club to the target in your finish, you're going to have a lot more hand action in there. Okay, the opposite of that is what I call the picture frame finish. And here's what that looks like. So with the picture frame finish, what I'm going to feel is that as I hit the ball, I'm trying to make a picture frame with the golf club and my left arm. Here's what it'll look like. The golf club in my left arm. Or if you have your alignment stick, the alignment stick's going to point that way. So where your golf club points in the finish has a huge relationship on where the golf ball's going. Make sure you're aware of what's happening in that finish so you control the flight of the golf ball depending on what you're trying to do. So the scientist is going to tell us once that ball's gone, there's nothing we can do to influence it. But as golfers, we got to believe that what happens in our finish has a big influence on what's going on this side of the swing, right? So there's two ways that you can look at it. Make sure that your golf club is finishing to the target, pointing where you want to hit the golf ball a little more to the left. And then you've got your picture frame finish, where you're creating that frame in your finish. Or if you have your alignment stick, it's going to point that way. So there you have it. Who would have thought that after you hit a golf ball could have any influence on the direction it goes? So don't think like a scientist, think like a golfer, and you'll be playing better golf now. Make sure you have your Tee Times Golf Pass to get the great deals at your local courses.